We're gonna do this. Is this the button? Yeah. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. It me. Maybe I'm a little too. Let me zoom out. So all I have is a tail that moves when I go ah. I'm a koi fish, but I'm not really a fish. It's confusing. I know. That's the point. What am I? Well, that's simple. I'm a dubious little critter. I'm just a little guy, just a silly little fella, if you may. A little creature. The creature, actually. And so we got a little bit more info about me. So, I am an age. I don't really know. 5'2"? That's little. I think that's little. A little goober, a little critter. It's pretty little? Yeah. Yeah. My birthday, is 1/1. Yeah. Don't know the year though, but that's okay. I think I've existed for many years. At least like 5 years. Maybe 50 years? Maybe 500 years? Who knows? My species? Reptile? Cryptid? Creature. A little guy. And my job is I am an artist and a VTuber, as you can see. And here's some lore. This is a screenshot of a computer that I'm not supposed to have access to. But yeah, that's me. I was discovered off the coast of Florida from a fissure anomaly. Not sure what that means, but there's some information right there. You can see it's right there. You can look at it and enjoy it. Oh, look, some likes. I like a lot of things. So one of the things I do like are animated shows and movies. Cause they're great. They're fun to watch. I like a lot actually, but I'm a big fan of Pixar. I grew up on Pixar. Pixar's great. I really like Soul. Soul is one of my favorite Pixar films. It made me cry. We actually watched it. Kane and I actually watched it recently, so it made me really happy to be able to watch that with him. And then animated shows. I'm a big fan of Amphibia, Owl House. You know, the basics here. You know, I love Steven Universe. I grew up on Steven Universe. I know people make fun of it, but I very much enjoyed it when it was coming out. It's something from my childhood that I still very much enjoy. This one's pretty given. I like Bug. You know, I'm kind of reptilian, and you know, Bug good, Bug yummy, tasty Bug. Like to eat Bug. Bug really good. Bug also good to play with if you have Bug and hold Bug. Certain Bug you can't eat. Other bugs you can. But yeah. His favorite food, Bug? Well, yeah, pretty much. I like other foods too, but Bug is up there. I also like Lizard Drink. Lizard Drink is great. Lizard Drink no longer exists. Well, no, Lizard Drink does exist, but Lizard Drink is very rare and hard to find. But I like Lizard Drink. My favorite Lizard Drink flavor is the green tea Lizard Drink one, or the citrus one. But again, it's really hard to find. That's how I feel. Lizard Drink, come home. Bring back the Lizard Drink. I like to draw. That's a given. Eating fooms. This one goes with Bug, because Bug is foob, or foomed. But yeah, food is good. Food is yummy. Love to eat lots of food. I am a webcomic creator, and so I do like to read other people's webcomics, and I do like to write my own webcomics. And then reptiles. I am myself reptilian, so of course I love reptiles. I think reptiles are really cool. Growing up, I grew up around a lot of reptiles, and so you know they're like my friends. They're my buddies, my brethren, if you may. And this one is very important. I like to sit on warm rock. Warm rock is great. Warm rock is the best. Whenever I feel cold or in need of comfort, I sit on warm rock. Also, alternatively, instead of sitting on warm rock, I could also sit in sun or bask in sun. That is also basically the same thing as sit on warm rock. Yeah, never turn off the heat lamp. Always, heat lamp stays on, always. Cannot live without my heat lamp. I'll freeze. And so those are pretty much like my main likes. I've got other likes, but those are like the ones I could think of when I was making this. And now we're gonna move on to dislikes. I don't have a lot of dislikes. I don't really think much about things I don't like. So trying to come up with this list was kind of hard. But the first one that I could think of was dentist. I don't like dentists. They scare me. I don't like the idea of a person putting their fingers down my throat and they put needles in your mouth and that hurts. and there's like tiny drills, and I don't know, I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. Melons, the fruit, not the titty. I love the titty. Big melons, nice. But edible, well, titty also edible, so I shouldn't say that. Melons that are fruit, specifically, do not like. Like cantaloupe, nope. I don't like watermelon. Watermelon reminds me of just crunchy water. It has no flavor. The texture's kind of terrible. Cantaloupe is too soft. What other melons exist? Honeydew. Never tried honeydew, but I don't think I would like it. I don't think I'd like it at all. I do like titty. Titty melon good. Mail. I don't know. I just don't like mail. For those who know me personally, you'll understand why I don't like mail. I just don't like mail. Mail's evil. Sending mail, pretty evil. Receiving mail, pretty evil. Mail is just terrible. Being tickled. I don't like being tickled. I will bite you, and I will kick, and I will flail, and I will attempt to kill you. Please do not touch me. I don't like being touched. I don't like being tickled. Don't touch me. Labubu. This one's kind of a weird one. I don't judge people who have Labubus. I don't like the idea of Labubus. One, I think they're evil. Two, they symbolize capitalism, which goes on to my next one, which is late-stage capitalism took a lot of things away from me and many others. My lizard drink was stolen by late-stage capitalism, and now it's rare to find them, which sucks. The idea of rare Labubus and scalping makes me angry. That's why the idea of Labubu, bad. If anyone ever bought me a Labubu, I think I would kill them. Labubus are the Funko Pops of this generation, and the Funko Pops were the Beanie Babies of the other generations. And there's every generation, there's always like one item that is like shoved down your throat. But then I can't really like argue because I also like to collect things. I like to collect things like peepees. I really like peepees because they're these little guys that committed a heinous and awful crime, but now they're out on bail and they get to come to your house. And I love wee-wees. Wee-wees are the tiny peepees. They're like smaller versions of peepees. And then you have these other guys made by Item Label called Dinkles and Dingles, which are like these little cat guys. The lore about them is that they were a chiptune label artist who got canceled on the internet, and now they're trying to have a comeback. And so my interests, we've got hobbies. I got a lot of hobbies. One of them is talking, but I didn't put that on here. So one of my hobbies that I really like is ball jointed doll customization, like customs and collecting. This one's kind of unique. I don't really talk about this a lot to people because it's just something that like, I always keep it for myself. I really like ball jointed dolls. There's like a whole community online of people who collect ball jointed dolls and then customize them and make them into like their own characters, or they put them in these really cute outfits and they take pictures. And I love ball jointed dolls. I actually own I own quite a few, actually. I own like 4 or 5 that are like really expensive dolls that I ended up collecting through other collectors who were selling. Typically the ones that I have a lot of yellowing on their resin, but that's okay because like you can fix that doing like dyes and paints and stuff. And so I have a few that are unfinished that I'm really excited to work on. Maybe I'll share those with you guys in the future. My next thing of hobbies is I like to collect weirds. So weirds are like weird trinkets and things, and they don't have to be like from one specific thing. If it's unusual and small, I like to collect it. I have like a few of them. One of the ones my friend found was a like 3D printed little like rock type Eevee, but it's like Dwayne The Rock Johnson's face on like an Eevee body, and it's like, it's so poorly made, but it's so weird. I have this little guy made by an artist that I think is super cool and weird, and I love him. And you know, just little things that I find I will like collect. I'm like a little hoarder with my little trinket treasures. It's awesome. I love it. I will put you in my pocket. Scrapbooking. I like to scrapbook. This is something I did years ago, and I have not picked back up on it, and I really want to. I was actually kind of reminiscing on back when I used to scrapbook. I used to do like, I would take pictures and I would put all the cute little like decor out on the pages and stuff. And so that's something I want to do. And maybe like I can make that into like something where I stream it and we can all do it together as like a group thing. Who knows? Which goes into the next one, which is journaling. Similar to scrapbooking, just a little different. You know, those old books that I used to have where it's like, oh, destroy this journal, and like the ones where it's like fill this journal, you put random shit in them. I think those are so cool and unique, and they help you to get creative. That's another thing that I want to, you know, pick back up on. Webcomic creation. I like to make comics. I like to do mini comics. I'm working on a really long comic as well. I'm gonna tell you guys about my webcomic eventually. Role-playing. I think this is a given. I'm gonna click on the next one because it goes with it. TTRPGs, tabletop role-playing games, just in general. I have some faves. We're gonna slide through this one kind of quick because I didn't want to explain why I like things, but I got music. Some of my music tastes are kind of weird because I got Starset, Autoheart, Dream Theater. That's 21 Pilots. I didn't feel like typing it all out, and Caravan Palace. My music taste is pretty much all over the place. The only genre that I don't really like is country. However, there are very select country songs that I am okay with. I like all music. Music is fun. If it sounds splunky and weird, I'll probably like it more. I like weird music. I like everything. Some shows. I mentioned earlier, I like animated shows. I actually didn't put a lot of animated shows on this. 3 animated shows. I've got Smiling Friends, Amphibia, and Infinity Train. Anyone who has never seen Infinity Train needs to see it right now. It is one of my favorite shows. Always Sunny is a given. Love Always Sunny. Oh my god, it's a goofy show. Movies. I got a couple in here. Only 2 animated ones in here. I like The Big Lebowski. Annihilation, great film. Big Eyes. This one's kind of unique to my life because where I worked in a place where this was airing and I got to watch it multiple times. And also I like Christoph Waltz a lot. A Bug's Life is a great film. Also, you know, it's about like all the people banding together against one big bad, and that's like, you know, that's a symbolism for like antique like capitalism and shit. I like it. And then Soul, of course. I mentioned Soul earlier, how it made me cry. Some food. There's a lot in here. I didn't put Bug on here because I already talked about Bug, but I love Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell so much. I had Taco Bell yesterday, actually. It was great. Unadon or Nagidon, love it. Goldfish. I love goldfish. You can decide whether I'm talking about the actual animal or the cracker. Mountain Dew. That's a given. I love Baja Blast. Absolutely wonderful. Mega Power Roll. There's an asterisk there. Mega Power Roll is a specific roll from a specific place that I really like. It's got eel, it's got masago, it's got salmon, it's got, I think it has tempura in it too. I've got favorite games. I freaking love Monster Hunter. I love the franchise. You fight big monster. You go in with weapon, you do cool shit, you hit monster, you kill monster, you take their parts, you build more weapons and gear, and then you do it all over again. It's a fun gameplay loop. Baldur's Gate, I've only played the 3rd one, but everyone keeps telling me to play the other 2, and so I'm actually thinking about doing that. Animal Crossing, the franchise, I grew up on this. I've played almost all of them, and I actually want to stream a little bit of the older Animal Crossing games in the future. House Flipper, I like House Flipper. I like cozy games. I like games that don't require me to turn my brain on a lot sometimes. And House Flipper is one of those games where I can just go in and be like, oh, look at this fucked up house. I'm gonna make it look nice. And then I make it look nice. Core Keeper. Core Keeper is basically like Stardew, but not Stardew, Terraria, but not Terraria, Minecraft, but not Minecraft. It's a survival game, little pixel game, you know, survival craft game. This is just one that I've had for years. I love is Super Mario Sunshine. One of the best Mario games ever. Next, I've got here okay, I'm gonna try that again. Future stream plans. Art streams. I want to do art streams. That's kind of like my bread and butter because I am an artist. I want to do Draw With Me streams or Draw Pile streams where I have a space for people to come in and we can draw together. Webcomic work in progresses. This is specific. I will be streaming webcomic art. So whenever I'm working on my webcomic, I might stream either Wednesdays or Thursdays. There'll be more chill streams. I probably won't be talking as much. It'll be more focused on just working on the art and letting readers see the comic in progress. Illustrations, this is just if I want to work on a big illustration, or commissions. You can watch me in my element working on my art. Hobby streams, these are ideas for the future. I'm not sure if I'm gonna execute these right away, but I would love to stream Baldurina Doll customization. I don't really want to show my face, but if I can do something with my hands, I can have a camera down to show the painting process of doing a doll, or maybe the restringing of a doll. Something like that I think would be really, really cool. Journaling, again, I mentioned this, doing page designs for scrapbooking, journaling, and doing that live would be really cool. Watch-alongs. I have found a few like free sites that do really bad, poor acting shows that are, you know, very low budget that you can stream, and I think it'd be really fun to sit down and watch and react to them. This is something that I'm not 100% sure if I feel like would be up for my kind of stream, but I am hoping maybe we'll give it a try in the future. And of course, gaming streams. I want to stream Monster Hunter Wilds because I've been playing the game for a while and I really like the game, and it runs fine on my PC. I know people have been having issues with it running, but I don't have that issue, so I can stream it. I'm a dual blades main, by the way. Core Keeper, this is one of my games that I really enjoy. I will probably stream this if I'm streaming with other people. It's a game that I do think is more fun with friends. Friend Slop, collabs. I want to collab with people again. I did do a few collabs with a few other VTubers. There's a few games that I have ideas of. One of them is this really silly game called Get Clucked, which is just chicken crossing the road type game. This is a big one I've had planned for a while since they announced the new game. I love Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life is one of my like childhood games. It's so silly. It's just, you make a bunch of Miis, you put them in a world together, and then they just have like autonomy and they just interact with each other. My goal with this is I actually really want to stream it, and I got to figure out how the game works because I know how the original game works. And if there are ways to do the QR codes with adding Miis, I would love to let chat make characters, and we stream this and we just interact with chat, let chat make a character, and then we can watch their character interact with the other characters in the world. So I'm really excited for that, and that's something that I do plan to do later in the year. I do believe Tomodachi Life 2 is coming out in fall of 2026, so it's probably going to be like August most likely, or September. So around that time we will be doing a whole big stream event with it, and I'm really excited for that one. And I'm open to suggestions. If there is a game that you think you would like to watch me play, let me know. I am down to give games a try. I can't say that I'm going to 100% play it, but I will give it a shot, and if I like it, I'll continue to stream it. I am picky on games, but if your suggestion is convincing enough, I will be so down to play. These are my socials. Koifish, that's K0YFISH. Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok. I refuse to use Twitter. And Instagram was something I used for many years, and I'm trying to get back into it, but I'm starting to not like Instagram again, so I don't know if I'm gonna be active on Instagram. This is my hashtag, is Frikoi. I forgot to mention, y'all are my little freaks. Y'all are my little freaks. That's like the name of my little guys, my little dudes. I have a Discord server. It's called The Facility. That's where I reside, and you can hang out in there. I've got several different channels for you guys to talk in. If you have a suggestion on how to improve the server, I would love that, because I do want to make that into a nice community. Here's some character art. This is all art I have done. I like this one specifically. That's me. That's me. That's also me. Yeah. I just want to show off some art I'm really proud of. This is webcomic character art, and then this here is Silver, and this guy's a big jerk. This is Silver and Iris. More Iris. I love Iris. She's like beautiful. Mwah, chef's kiss. I ship them. They're cute together. Look how cute they are. We love women. Lots of Yuri. And then this is Than. I actually really liked the palette for this. This was a palette challenge that I did, and I really enjoyed the colors, and I think I did the textures really well on this, so I'm really proud of it. And then these are two other D&D characters. This one's mine. This is a friend of mine. He died. He's dead now, so he deserves to die though. He's stinky. And then this is a new D&D character that I'm playing in a friend of mine's campaign. Now I can talk about my webcomic. Flabbergast is a webcomic based on an ongoing homebrew Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Been ongoing since 2022. No, 2021. I've started the comic in 2022. So technically this doesn't have an ending yet, which is hard for me writing this comic because we actually record all of our sessions, and I take this transcripts and I convert it to dialogue, and then I go through that dialogue and I try to cut things that don't really matter, and I try to shape it into a digestible storyline that will fit and properly flow. It is really hard to do, especially not knowing how this comic is going to end because it's an ongoing campaign. But I think that's fun because it does challenge me to write in a way that allows openness for the story to go certain places. A lot of stuff has actually happened in the campaign. To give you an idea, the current iteration of my comic, because I did reboot this comic, which we'll talk about in a minute, the current iteration that is available on Webtoon is only, I believe, session 4 or 5, and we are currently on session 73. I guess I could do that announcement now too. I am going to be taking Flabbergast off of Webtoon for the time being. I might return to Webtoon in the future, but it's not going to be for a while. I am focusing on my own personal website. You can go to flabbergastcomic.com. That is where you can read the new iteration of the comic, which will be releasing February 3rd, and you'll be able to read the first 8 pages every week, starting on, I believe it's probably going to be Tuesday or Thursday, but every Tuesday or Thursday, there will be a new page. This is the updated version of the comic for anyone who has actually read the comic on Webtoon. This is a big stark difference from 2022's artwork because I was still learning how to draw furries at the time. I still am, but I'm getting better. This will be kind of like what you can expect with the comic. This page, along with the other 8 pages, will be available on February 3rd. So that's my webcomic. I was really excited to talk about my webcomic. I'm very proud of this. This is my magnum opus, I guess, is like kind of like what you would say, right? That's the right thing. I have some goals for this project of being a VTuber. I want to stream regularly. I don't want to say I'm gonna stream and then not stream. 2025 was a rough year and I tried to stream and I told myself I was gonna stream regularly back then. And I didn't take it too seriously and I ended up failing miserably. This is a kind of a personal goal of mine to stick with this. I've been wanting to do VTuber stuff for years. This is my goal. I want to stream, I want to share my art, I want to play games, and I just want to interact. That comes to my next one. I really want to promote my art and webcomic. I want to build a community where we can all hang out and talk and play games. I want to be able to have a space where everyone can talk about like the things they like to make. Like, you know, oh, you're an artist, share your comic, show us stuff. Be close, but not parasocial close now. Just, you know, the place to vibe, like the vibes, like, you know, you walk into like a place and the vibes are like immaculate and you're like, oh man, this is great. I could sit down and have like a sandwich and like some juice and this is nice. And that's the goal. I want to do this and enjoy it and be happy. This is my room. This is where I'm mostly gonna be if I'm talking. I'm really happy with how this looks. It looks awesome. There's actually 2 versions. This is the day version, and then there is a night version that is darker. Got little fireflies and stuff, kind of like particles all around. And I think it's super cool. And this little guy right up there is a TTS pet. Yeah, my room is nice in my holding facility. This is my space. There's a lot of concrete walls you can see. Over there behind me is I have a kitchen, and above me, which is where this like slanted wall is, right over there on that side, there's stairs, and then I have a little bed, like it's like a loft bed, and it's really comfy. And then I have a little mirror on that side, and actually, you know, this is where my computer is, so you can see me chilling and hanging out and having fun. And this is my room, and I love it. Lots of plants. Gotta have plants. Plants also bring bug, and bug is good. Bug is tasty and yummy, and I get to have bug. So pets, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.